The Witcher 3 and Cyberpunk 2077 developer CD Projekt Red has posted its financials for the full year ended December 31st,
2018.
and it was a busy 12 months for the Polish company, although overall net revenues fell to $95.3 million from $121.2 million, and net profits dropped to $28.5 million from $52.4 million. CD Projekt still managed to invest heavily and sank nearly $26.2 million into the development of games and new technologies. Overall, the cumulative balance of the firm's research and development expenditures topped $65.4 million by the end of 2018, with still particularly keen on scaling up its production capabilities on home soil. Over the past year, we greatly expanded our creative potential, both in Warsaw and at the Krakow W Studio, commented CD Projekt President and CEO Adam Kaczynski. We were also joined by a highly talented team from Krakow, as well as by developers from Spoko, a newly established company currently working on a yet unannounced project targeting mobile devices. With regard to strengthening our creative capabilities, 2018 marks the most intensive period in the group's history. In a separate conference live stream discussing its financials, CD Projekt also reviewed The Witcher 3 together with the Thronebreaker expansion is still selling well, with the acclaimed RPG generating $28.6 million in revenue during 2018. That's hardly a bad showing when you consider it launched almost 4 years ago. The company also seemed pleased with the performance of its Witcher spin-off, Gwent, and set its plans to bring the card battle to smartphones. In autumn 2019, Gwent was the most important product in terms of sales revenue for the firm's digital marketplace, GOG.com, which generated a net profit of $7,834.5 million in sales revenue during 2018. The rest of the cash was spent on R&D. Looking ahead, CD Projekt 3 2019 will be the most important conference in its history, which likely means we will be seeing a lot more from Cyberpunk 2077, which was first unveiled all the way back in 2012. Those interested can watch the entire earnings conference, dubbed in English, over on YouTube. With months to go until this year's Become Developers Conference in San Francisco, organizers are excited to announce that some of Walt Disney Imagineering's leading minds will be at the March event to share what they have learned about designing exciting, compelling interactive experiences. As part of the DD 2019 Vision Track, a series of high-profile talks exploring the future of the game industry, Walt Disney Imagineering Creative Director Sarah Thacker and Executive Creative Director Brent D. Strom will present Playing with Magic, Interactive Worlds, and Walt Disney Imagineering. This is a rare opportunity for you to learn firsthand about the opportunities and challenges of building physical, interactive worlds, and explore the overlap between designing theme parks and video games. In Disney's parks resorts around the world, Imagineers use a blend of technology and storytelling to allow guests to explore mysterious jungles, step into fantasy kingdoms, journey to a galaxy far, far away, and suit up with the Avengers. Multidisciplinary teams work together to build new worlds of possibility, and in this top Thacker and Strom will discuss how they do it, what challenges they have overcome, and what practical takeaways you can apply to your own projects. You will not want to miss it. Further details on this talk and many more are available now on THEGDC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your GD 2019, which takes place March 18th through the 10th at the newly renovated Moscow Center in San Francisco. Bring your team to GD, register a group of 10 or more and save 10% on conference passes. Learn more. For more details on GDC 2019, visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, or Gamasutra and GD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Virtual reality is being used in all sorts of innovative ways by devs, within games and without. If you are working on a VR game, or just VR curious, you can learn a lot from how other industries use it. And the next month's Game Developers Conference in San Francisco is a great place to do so. That's because GD 2019 has an entire review of DC Entertainment VR track of talks from VR experts who are doing incredible VR work outside of games, including a special session all about how McLaren fast-tracks supercar design using VR that you will not want to miss. McLaren has fast-tracked the supercar design process by introducing a unique VR sketch tool into their studio. Vector Suite allows the designer to sketch directly into 3D, creating initial design concepts and allowing them to effect accurate design changes on the fly, all in an immersive VR environment. These functions were all imperative to the success of the tool, and Physician will demonstrate the challenges and the results of 18 months of research and development, literally changing the way McLaren designs cars. Do not skip it. Find more details on this supercharged talk and many more over on THEGDC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your GD 2019, which takes place March 18th through the 10th at the newly renovated Moscow Center in San Francisco. Bring your team to GD, register a group of 10 or more and save 10% on conference passes. Learn more. For more details on GDC 2019, visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, or Gamasutra and GD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Newsbrief, Guerrilla Games, PlayStation 4 exclusive Horizon Zero Dawn has sold over 10 million copies, something announced on the 2-year anniversary of the game's 2017 launch. Considering the game sold roughly 7.6 million copies in its first year out, that means 2018 saw over 2.4 million copies sold. The developer reviewed the milestone in a short celebratory post on the PlayStation blog today, along with a handful of interesting little bits of development trivia. There's nothing terribly in-depth, but the post offers looks at how Horizon Zero Dawn's composers and mocap suits to aid with the animation of in-game musicians, and how sound designers tackled tasks like creating machine sounds from chihuahua barks and carefully selecting 30 bird chips from a pool of 750 for the final game. In collaboration with its community, Cloud Imperium Games hesitant American Sign Language support showstar Citizen 4 is deaf and hard of hearing players. This is a great step forward for making games more inclusive, and other developers should take note when considering adding accessible features to their titles as well. It also seems to be one of the first games to include ASL emotes in this way, so it's important to commend the effort. We have a lot of community members who are hard of hearing, maybe they found they do not interact with the game in the same way that someone who hears voice would do so, explains animation director Steve Bender in a developer video. In response, Star Citizen devs sounded the most far deaf and partially deaf players in American Sign Language. I am really happy for the community to have this opportunity to be able to role-play and to express themselves in the way that they see fit. Bender adds, give your players a great single-player game, and they will play it for a month, or maybe two. Give them room to express themselves via robust character creation options, cosmetic items, etc., and many of them will keep playing your game for years, wringing every ounce of enjoyment out of it. Back in 2011, veteran game dev and Tiger Style, Waking Mouse, co-founder Randy Smith, took the stage at BD to deliver a great talk that touches on just this issue. How do you design a great game that gives players room to express themselves creatively, and once you have accomplished that, how do you listen to and respond to that creativity? Smith explored these questions in more detail than we can get into here. So if you missed seeing it live, or just want a quick refresher, make sure to watch it now, that it's freely available on the official GD YouTube channel. In addition to this presentation, THEGDC Vault and its accompanying YouTube channel offers numerous other free videos, audio recordings, and slides from many of the recent game developers conference events.